This is my Sorrow Expeditionary Forces from Joytoy, and today I'll be taking a closer look at Assault Company, featuring Assaulter, Sniper, Signaler, all of which look great and come with a wealth of extras, but there's one major flaw.
Shut up and sit down.
Hey you scallywags, here are the three figures with their unique accessories all laid out. They have some shared accessories, which includes this stand, and they all share a number of different hand options, including left and right trigger finger hands, a pair of gripping hands, and a left support hand and left single fist. Let's take a closer look at Assaulter first. As we go along, we'll go through some articulation too, which is not really that impressive, to be honest with you. See some nice detail on the back here. We can put that extra accessories. Head moves around within this thing here. Out here, it moves up like that, but you can have it go inside like that and move around. This you can't take out, the knife, unfortunately. Removable armor pieces, but hinders movement. Can go all the way around on an angle. There's a double bend. You just got to get the armor out of the way. Hinge ball joint at the wrists. You can twist at the elbow too. Some nice looking design work here. Movement you'll get from the waist, which is actually pretty good. Really like how the armor looks here, especially with the legs. Shame they're not articulated though. Jean-Claude is not so bad when you can get it to work. It's a pretty tight squeeze in the crotch area, making it difficult to articulate the legs. Look at that, crotch piece is a softer plastic. But this leg is difficult to move if the other one is already been articulated. Let's see there. Very difficult to move them both together. Twist. Double bend at the knee. A nice looking knee, but it should have been that pad. So it would have been good if that articulated with the knee. Foot goes down, up, pivot, toe. So the articulation is there, but it's the legs that are the main flaw, which goes across the board. This accessory goes on the back, plugs in there. They're all a bit loose, but goes down like that and up, and that moves too. But there is no twist, which is a slight oversight on Joytoy's part, or a big oversight, I'd say. This gun we've seen before, quite thin. Go in his hand. Not too impressive, but it's there. Put it in here. That there. There you go. And he's got a couple of rifles here. This rifle we've seen before. This one here. Probably use this one. And you can actually get him to shoulder. I've got him equipped with that sort of support hand. There you go, Assaulter, but not the bad kind of Assaulter. Next up is the Sniper, Mr. S. Sniper. Without this hood, he's actually got a cool looking helmet. Same here on the back, the same sort of base armor pieces. Bits of green. Same at the bottom here. Head can do the same as the Assaulter. But my leg here, the left one, just pops out. So where they have problems where it's too sort of stuffed in, this left leg is a bit too shallow. So it pops off very easily. Get it in there. Had the same problem with Steiner, one of my Steiners. Let's get this armor off and see what we're working with. This one comes off. Be careful removing this. This goes over there. Ta-da! Let's pop this back on. So it looks to be a buck that I've not seen before from Joytoy. Top here is quite tight. I suppose it doesn't need to move anyway. See that? Leg just pops off again. It's the problem. Look, is that there's too much there. Too much plastic on the upper legs. Trying to stuff it into that small crotch. Let's get him decent again. Pretty easy to put on. He's got this small little thing that goes on the back because he's got to have the hoodie thing. So yeah, that's there. Comes with this small knife with nowhere to store it. Can hold it though if you like, just like that. And this gun he has, a little pistol which can go in there if you like. This gun though I'll be using. I'll have this one stored here for now. There you go. Well, I guess this is like a futuristic sniper. Put it in its hand, but it's not that great. Finger doesn't fit through that trigger hole. This hoodie thing, cloak hood thing, softer sort of plastic here, harder here, and this will simply sit on the top, limiting a bit of articulation. Not that I'll be doing much because of his dodgy leg. Next is the signaler. This guy I think I like the most. This again, the head thing can go under there. Do like this helmet. Like this design thing there. Reminds me of, what's that, Death Stranding. Especially with these accessory that we're going to see in a moment. You know, all similar stuff here. My legs here again. Stuffed in there. See, the problem is that they're sharing this one hip joint, but are all kind of stuffed together, and yeah, it's a problem. Just look, sitting down like that is very difficult. And look, the buttock is already coming out. Ugh. Luckily, it's not shallow, so it does go in. But it's like they've got an extra butt on the leg part. But normally, they wouldn't do that. So, anyway, he has the best back accessory. Lovely detail in that. One of the signal things looking like something out of Death Stranding. Some writing here. You can switch back accessories about. Articulation on this thing can twist there. It's pretty good. Just like the ass alter, you can move these arms up and down. No left and right though. Same for this one. Quite fragile, so be careful of them. They work pretty well. He has a knife, a larger knife. You can hold that, but nowhere to store it as well. He holds it well. This gun, tiny gun. Then you can pop it in there. You can move these bits around. It comes with a shotty, or futuristic shotgun. Hold that. No problems. Definitely had this futuristic Halo type gun before, but painted better. He holds it kind of awkwardly like that. But it looks pretty cool. Again, this is probably my favourite one of the lot. We now move on to some comparisons, and here are the rest of my Sorrow Expeditionary forces, with the two exosuits being in a different white as opposed to just off-white. Here are a couple of 1/12 scale figures, Cyberpunk Robin on the left and Mezco Bishop on the right, just so you can see how small these figures are. 1/18 scale, about 4 inches tall. A couple of Acid Rain customs on the left, young General Titus, and on the right Captain Nur using the Nephilim Stormer body, which is a larger buck than your standard 4-inch Acid Rain figure. Some Joytoy Warhammer figures, Lehman Russ, really massive against these guys, and Agamemnon, who I just got in, looking as big as the exosuits, which I really like. Agamemnon, brilliant figure by the way. More from Joytoy with Infinity on the right, Mecha Exosuit Gecko from the Nomads, and on the left their newly released Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Michelangelo, which is a bit smaller than these guys. And here is the pilot of the large Tyrant Mecha at the back. So let's compare those hip joints. So this is the pilot of the Tyrant Mecha, Sorrow Expeditionary Forces. Looks a bit weird and janky, but the legs here, the hips, you can move about freely pretty much because there's not as much plastic on the upper leg bit. See, with this guy, you can see there's this added kind of butt sculpt for some reason, which means that's causing the issues of articulation. I mean, it's come off. I mean, it's better than being loose like my sniper, but the fact that you can't articulate the legs freely is a bit disappointing, and yeah, it's not fun. But they are sturdy, I guess, and they look great, so it's really going to be down to you whether or not you feel that's going to hinder your enjoyment. Anyway, let me know what you guys think in the comments. Is that hip problem a deal breaker for you? I actually still like these figures and think they look very nice. Click the link in the description for my affiliates and money off vouchers on Joytoy products and all that stuff. If you like this video, click the thumbs up. For more content, subscribe, and I'll scale you later.